So, what happens when Google takes a little side experiment and in just 1 year turns it into one of the most powerful AI research platforms we've ever seen? Well, that's exactly what's happened with NotebookLM.
I mean, that's really the question here, right? Because as of early 2026, NotebookLM is not some beta project anymore. Nope. This is Google's big, serious answer to how we're all going to be doing research in the age of AI.
Okay, so let's just break this down. On the left, you've got the old NotebookLM from 2025. And yeah, it was useful, right? You could upload some docs, ask a few questions. But on the right, that's 2026. We're talking a full-on research assistant, a report generator, a data analyst. The difference is, honestly, it's night and day. So how did this happen? Well, this huge leap, it wasn't just some accident or a lucky break. It was all possible because of a massive upgrade right at the core of the system, a completely new engine that just changed everything it could do. And that engine is Gemini 3. Now, what this means is that NotebookLM isn't just sitting there waiting for your questions anymore. With its new multimodal understanding, and that's a fancy way of saying it can handle text, images, and data all at once, and this much stronger memory, it's actually synthesizing complex information across your entire knowledge base. It's actively thinking. Okay, so when you get this much power, something else usually follows, right? A new business model. NotebookLM isn't entirely free anymore, and that's a big signal. It's a sign that it's grown up. It's a professional-grade tool now with different options for different folks.
And this table here kind of lays it all out. You still got the free plan, which is awesome for students or if you're just dabbling. Then there's a plus tier, perfect for content creators, bloggers, but the pro and ultra tiers, that's where things get really serious. We're talking about professional analysts, PhD researchers, basically anyone who lives and breathes their research. But look, out of all these new upgrades, there is one feature that is an absolute game changer. Seriously, it's the centerpiece of this whole 2026 version, and it completely redefines what a research tool can even be. And that feature is called deep research. Now, let's be super clear. This isn't just another summarization tool. No way. This is an autonomous agent, an analyst. You give it a research task, and it goes off on its own to gather and synthesize information from all over the web. And you can see how it works right here. The agent doesn't just grab the first source it finds. Step 1, it browses a ton of sources. Then it pulls in the most relevant data. Step 3 is crucial. It compares different perspectives, looking for those nuances. And finally, it builds you a fully structured report, complete with citations. It's doing the legwork. Yeah, and this quote just hits the nail on the head. It's like having a junior research analyst that never gets tired. I mean, just think about that. An assistant that can sift through mountains of information 24/7 and just bring you exactly what you need. That's the power we're talking about here. All right, let's keep going. Because the power of NotebookLM in 2026, it's not just about text anymore. The whole platform has expanded with this suite of visual tools that let you think about and show off your research in totally new ways. It's all about moving beyond just words. The platform gets it now. Real understanding, real communication. It often means going beyond just walls of text. It's about exploring your knowledge in a more visual, more spatial way. So, first up, data tables. Honestly, this is a lifesaver for anyone who has to deal with data-heavy reports. It can literally pull structured tables out of messy PDFs or other documents, and then you can just export them straight into a spreadsheet. Think about the hours of manual copy-pasting that saves. Then we have interactive mind maps. Now this is really cool. Instead of just scrolling endlessly through your notes, you can now generate these visual topic maps. This lets you explore your knowledge spatially, clicking through different nodes, seeing how ideas connect in a way that just reading a document, well, it can't show you. You start to see the hidden relationships, the bigger picture. And finally, when it's time to share what you found, it can generate infographics and even full presentation decks right from your research. If you're an educator, a consultant, a content creator, this is just a massive productivity boost. It turns your analysis into something you can share with people almost instantly. And beyond those big visual tools, there are a few other pro-level features we gotta mention. First, you can create these super detailed 10,000-character custom personas to guide the AI's tone and style. So you can get a formal report 1 minute and a casual blog post the next. And this last one is absolutely crucial for professionals. Google guarantees your documents are not used to train their models. That privacy lock is a huge deal.
It means you can actually use this for confidential work.
Okay, so we've looked at all of it. The new engine, the autonomous agent, the visual tools, which brings us to the big question. Does all of this actually add up to a revolution in how we do research? Yeah, let's just cut to the chase. With all these changes, is NotebookLM worth your time? And for those top tiers, is it worth your money in 2026?
The answer is a simple, straightforward yes.
And here's the reason why. It's because NotebookLM isn't just a simple tool or a note-taking app anymore. It's become what you can only really call a research operating system. It's this whole integrated platform that handles the entire workflow, from discovery and analysis all the way to synthesis and creation. It's the one place you do everything.
So look, if you see yourself in one of these categories, if you're a deep researcher, an analyst, a consultant, really just anyone who has to wrestle with huge amounts of information, then NotebookLM has just become one of the most powerful tools you can get your hands on.
And this final thought really sums it all up. They didn't just upgrade a tool, they quietly built the future of AI-powered research. With NotebookLM 2026, Google has basically shown us what's coming next. The real question now is, what are you going to build with it?